Good afternoon, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Chantel, and in today's video I am going to be showing you how I achieved this eye look. For the past few weeks I've been kind of MIA when it comes around the Shop My Stash, BeautyBay palettes, and like the series that I normally do on a Sunday, but I'm back now and hopefully I can get through this Shop My Stash and finish it off. In today's video, I used the BeautyBay Love Notes palette and I created this look. So if you want to see exactly how I did it, then please do keep watching. Jumping straight in, I'm going into that dark brown reddish shade. There wasn't many dark colours in the palette to begin with, so I was very limited with what I could use. And I decided to pull it on the outer corners of my eyes and not really take it all the way through my crease. I also primed my eyes beforehand, guys, and as per usual I used the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base in the shade medium, and then set it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Deep colour. So yeah, but I will list all the stuff that I used down below in the description box. Yeah, so after I put that down and I was satisfied with how it looked, I then went in with that lighter colour just to blend out the edges because I didn't want any harsh edges. But as you're seeing there on the corner, it was very ashy, so then I had to go back into it but then blend it in with the actual colour on the edge so that it wouldn't stand alone. I'm so glad that you can see what I'm doing as I'm saying this, guys, because I am so rubbish at describing or explaining things. Once I was happy with that eye, I then went off camera and did the same thing on the other eye. In most of these videos, you will only ever see me do one eye, just to kill time. I then decided that I wanted to deepen out the outer corners just to make it a little bit deeper, and I thought this colour would definitely help it, but as you're about to see, it made absolutely no difference. So I then had to do the same thing on the other eye and then re-blend out the other colours just to make sure that they both were identical and that they matched. But yeah, them colours were basically the same on my eye, that is. So then now going into that purple shimmer shade, I thought that this colour was absolutely stunning, and as you can see I used it on my fingers first and then went in with the brush just to make sure that I got it all over the eye in a really nice oval shape. There was such a harsh line in between the outer corner and the shimmer shade that I just put down, so I thought going in with this purple shade just to try and mix the two together would work out really nicely. But then the purple was really purple, so I then had to dull that down with the initial outer V shade that I first used, and then when I did that, it just made a seamless transition. Everything just went right. So yeah, I was really happy about that. I think this is one of the best blends that I have done so far. I then wanted my inner corners to be really light so that it could go from really light to dark. And so I went in with the other shimmer shade and just went over the top on the inner corners, as you're about to see. And then once I'm happy with all that, I give you a little bit of a close-up so that you can actually see the blend for yourself on the eyes, on how it looks. I really do like the way that this look turned out. I really do. I then thought my eyes looked a little bit too plain, especially with the fact that I wasn't going to be wearing any lashes. So I decided to go in with my Rare Beauty liquid eyeliner. This is the first time I'm actually using it, and it created such a thin line. This is the easiest that I managed to do my eyeliner. But in saying that, I didn't do it perfect, so it's still a work in progress. They weren't 100% matching, but it was close enough. So to me, that was definitely a win. Can I just say, guys, if you hear any background noise, Rambo has decided to be playing with his squeaky toy and chew toys right now as I'm doing this voiceover. So if you hear any mumblings in the back, that's what it is. He always likes to put in an appearance when I'm either filming or doing a voiceover. He has to let you guys know that he is around and here. Anyway, I did the rest of my base makeup off of camera. As you would have seen, I've just come back and it's all done. And yeah, like I said, I will link everything that I used down below in the description box. So right now I'm just using a few of them purplish shades under my eyes just to bring it to life a little bit. I also keep forgetting that I'm filming, guys, so I'm sorry if the mirror gets in the way a little bit. I'm going to try to consciously remember, that I am filming and to keep the mirror away from my eyes so you guys can see properly, especially because the mirror is a light colour, so there may be a glare with the ring light. But yeah, apologies for that. I'm hoping that it wasn't too distracting for you guys. So yeah, and then now I'm going into the final colour of what I want to put on my lower lash line, just to make sure that there is no harsh line. And to be quite honest with you, I just wanted to use as many colours out of the palette that I possibly could. Last but by no means least, the inner corner highlight, I decided to go in with that pinky highlighter shade in my inner corners. I didn't put anything down there to make it really stand out and pop. I didn't want it too bright, and I just thought that this just rounded up the look beautifully, especially because I'm not wearing lashes, guys. I will try to start wearing lashes, but I'm just finding it so comfortable without having to put them on. Yeah, so now I'm using the Revolution Game of Thrones fixing spray just so that I can melt all them powders on my face and for it to not look so harsh. But guys, I completely forget to show you a close-up like I normally do, or when I use my setting spray, so apologies for that. Right guys, so as you can see, this is the finished look, and as per usual, I thought I would jump on just to round up the video, talk about how the look turned out and what I actually think of the palette. So first off, I do like the look. I do like how these like pinky purples, I'm not really like a purple eyeshadow kind of girl, but if it's on the pinky kind of side of purple, then it works fine for me. It's just them vibrant shades of purple are a no-go. So yeah, I do like the way that this look has turned out, especially how I made it kind of light in the inner corners and gradually got darker. Right, so now that's out of the way, let's talk about the palette. As you guys probably already know, I am absolutely obsessed with BeautyBay. However, I found this palette really difficult to work with. Not difficult in the sense of putting it on or like pigmentation or blending, because that was fine, but there is so many light shades in this palette that when, I'm not sure if you saw that when I tried to use this cheek shade to blend out the first color that I put down, it looked kind of ashy, so I had to kind of mix it in with this color just to take away some of that ash. So if you are of the darker skin tone, then just bear that in mind if you want to pick up this palette. I absolutely love the shimmers. I have no problem with the shimmers. I love the dark colors that are in there, but I just wish there were a couple more. The question that I always ask myself is, if I had to do a do-over, would I pick up this Love Notes palette? No, I probably wouldn't, because I can't see myself reaching for it again. I love the shimmers in the palette, but I'm not going to remember about the shimmers because all I'm going to see is that the mattes can't work for me unless I'm doing a similar look to what I'm doing now. And I have like similar shimmers in other palettes, so I just know that I'm not going to reach for this. I haven't made up my mind yet as to whether or not I'm going to declutter this palette, or if I'm just going to keep it for collection's sake, because I'm trying to collect all BeautyBay palettes. So I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, if you're of the darker skin tone and you have this palette, please drop a comment down below and let me know how you found working with the palette. And but yeah, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the pigmentation. There's nothing wrong with the shimmers. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that these colors on dark skin tends to come across quite ashy. So yeah, so unfortunately I do like the look and I did manage to pull this off, but you know, I don't know how much use I would possibly get out of the palette. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Yeah, so if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to drop your comments down below what you thought of this eyeshadow look, and if there are any BeautyBay palettes that you would like to see me review or do a look on, I'll be only too glad to do it, because I absolutely love BeautyBay. I think I have 2 more BeautyBay palettes to do in this Shop My Stash, and I do have the Plouise Watch the Queen Conquer, because somebody did ask me for that and I said that I would include it in this Shop My Stash, so I still have that. So there'll be 3 more weeks of looks in this Shop My Stash, and then this will come to an end and I'll start another one. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Before you all click off, if I could ask you to please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already done so, and then click on the little notification bell beside it, and then click all so you never miss another upload from me. And while you're down there, if I could ask you to please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help me and my channel out, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Once again, thank you for watching. Until next time, have a beautifully blessed day, and I see you all again soon. Bye for now.